Hi, Nadeem here. It's been about 3 years since I started exercising. It was around about this time of year because I remember it started getting cold. And I just wanted to do a recap of where I've come from, where I've ended up now. I mean, what reminded me was this fleece. Now, this fleece I've had for many years, and it was my bike club as well, so it's got my name on it and everything. So it's one of the things I've always kept a hold of. But it now does not fit at all. 3 years ago, this did fit, and I have a picture of me wearing this, and it fitted quite snugly. And now it's like a tent. You know, you can see how big this is on me now. You know, it's absolutely massive, and it's really difficult for me because my head can't get around this now that I've lost this much weight. That this is like this now. You know, it's just very, very strange. And I think a lot of people that have lost a lot of weight feel that way. It's almost like you disassociate from it. And even now, I mean, I've gone from a 46-inch waist to a 32-inch waist. And when I go shopping or something for new trousers or whatever, or even when I'm just putting a pair of jeans on, like the new jeans that I have, I had to buy a whole new wardrobe as well. When I'm putting my jeans on and I'm holding them up, my head says that's not going to fit. I mean, I just look at it and it goes, no, there's no way that's going to fit. And even now, every time they do fit, I'm amazed. And I think, you know, my head just does this. It just says, no, this is not going to fit at all. But it does. So it's taken 3 years to get to this point. I mean, I went from about 145, 146 kilos to I'm now 88 and a half as of today, 88.5. Now, I'm from the UK, so I'm used to measuring in stones as well. So that to me is 14 stone. And that was one of those milestones I had in mind that if I could get there, that would be absolutely amazing. And I am. I mean, I haven't been this weight since I was maybe 17 or 18. So you can do it. You know, I think it's a combination of you have to have the right mindset. You need to be wanting to do it. People telling you to do it doesn't help. You know, I remember going to doctors and stuff, and they kept saying you need to lose weight, and you just go, yeah, yes, doctor, okay. You don't really listen. So if your internal alarm is going off and saying, I need to do this now, then you will do it. But you need to get yourself into that kind of frame of mind to do it in the first place. Now, as it took me years to get there, you know, I just didn't want to do it. But I did do it. 3 years ago, I started exercising. I was using the Concept 2 rowing machine. The first time I went on it and tried to row, I managed 5 minutes and my heart was beating really, really fast. And I thought, God, I'm never going to be able to do this. But I persevered every day. I just did 5 minutes and then I decided I'll add 30 seconds on every second day. And I just kept doing that and doing it until I got to half an hour. When I got to half an hour, I started doing the Apple Fitness Plus rowing classes. We have a Apple One subscription, which gives us music, TV, everything. So it was worth using that as well, and I started using that as well. Excuse me, but I've got my two dogs with me as well. Got little Hugo here. He's 13 weeks old, and this is Dylan. He's 2 years old and still acts like a big pup. I've got 5 dogs in total, but I like these two in here with me. It's the little one I want to keep an eye on. I'm not leaving him in the house to run riot. But yeah, it's something that you need to get your head around, and it can take a lot of time to do that. I understand it because I've been through it all. You know, I've come down a huge amount of weight, as you can see from the fleece. You know, it's crazy. I mean, I've chucked out all my other clothes. I don't have any of the old clothes left now. And the exercise and everything I'm doing has become a way of life now. If I don't do it, I don't feel right. You know, I can't explain this very well, but it's in your head that I have to do this. If I don't do it for a few days, I've had an injury. I think I've got tennis elbow or tendonitis here, and this was hurting me really badly here. So for a week, I did nothing, and I didn't feel right at all. It just felt wrong. You know, even now I can't lift any heavy weights just now, but I can do my rowing. The rowing seems okay to do. So I've just increased the amount of time I'm doing my rowing sessions. You know, I'm doing 45 minutes to an hour every single session. I'm doing that every day just so that I'm doing something, you know, rather than just only do a half an hour row. Normally I do half an hour row and 45 minutes weights or something, but I'm just doing the rowing right now, so I'll increase the time on that. But if you're at the start of this journey and you're wondering how the hell do I get there, you will get there, but you need to persevere. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, the first couple of months for me didn't really make a huge amount of difference. But I felt myself getting fitter and fitter and fitter. And that's the point in it. I mean, the exercise on its own is not going to make you lose a huge amount of weight, but it will make you fitter. You will start to gain muscle mass, you know, and if you combine that with a decent diet, you'll feel a damn sight better and you'll start losing weight. So the reason I started exercising in the first place was because I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. That was 5 or 6 years ago, and I knew it, and it was just in the back of my mind, what am I going to do, what am I going to do? And that's why I started the exercise. Then I went to the doctor for help, and the doctor prescribed me Trulicity injections, which is a semi-glutide similar to Ozempic. So I've been taking one injection of that a week, and that's really helped as well. Because I've got type 2 diabetes, I qualify for that. So if you're in a similar place, then you should think about doing it. And it has helped me. It helps control cravings to quite an extent as well. And it has helped. I mean, in a lot of countries now, they're prescribing it just if you're obese. They will give you Ozempic or one of the others. But that helped as well. So, you know, there's no shame in getting help from the doctor. If you need help, go and get that help. Speak to a doctor and see what they recommend for you. But anyway, the point in this video was to show that you can overcome that amount of weight. You can lose it. I mean, people do it all the time, and it is difficult. It's not easy, but if you get yourself in the right frame of mind, you will be able to do this. So stick with it.